Hello friends, this is Mystic Zodiac channel. Today we are considering the topic of magical powers of zodiac signs. We will talk about Aries and its influence on others. We will turn to Nostradamus and consider the influence of Aries in the modern world, its power of influence on people and powerful energetic connection with magical forces. The statement of Michael de Nostradamus about existence of magical forces inherent in each representative of zodiacal circle opens an amazing panorama of astrological and metaphysical mysteries. For understanding of this mystery, it is impossible to do without the great astrologer and soothsayer, who nevertheless has opened secrets and riddles of signs of zodiac, including, naturally, and Aries. In his prophecies, Nostradamus left hints and symbols, which, as many researchers believe, indicate his deep understanding of astrology and connection with this sign of the zodiac. Lifting the veil of his life's work, we can see that Nostradamus was not only a renowned astrologer, but also practiced predictions and studied astral influences. His interest in astrology was deep and inspired, which makes his figure particularly significant in the context of Aries magic. The mystery of Aries as the first sign of the zodiac finds its origins in ancient astrological traditions stretching back in time to ancient Egypt and Sumer. These cultures were the first to explore and categorize the influence of the planets and stars on human destinies, and the sign of Aries became part of their wise practices. Modern European astrology has certainly inherited many aspects of this ancient wisdom, including the sign of Aries. However, it is interesting to note that the Eastern astrological tradition, such as Chinese or Indian, pays less attention to the sign of Aries and concentrates on other aspects of space and time. The study of this mystery of Aries and its influence on humans remains an important and relevant topic in modern astrology. Eastern and Western astrological systems may have different emphases, but what they have in common is a desire to understand how the planets and stars shape our character and influence our lives. The sign Aries has some unique magical characteristics that attracted the special attention of Nostradamus. He calculated that the appearance of Aries on an astrological chart, which is tied to someone surrounded by people, can cause a strange reaction in those who are somehow connected to dark forces. In particular, demons, symbolizing the negative energies dwelling in a person, prefer to hide, fearing their exposure in contact with Aries. Women witches, wizards involved in magic are also cautious and try to conceal their capabilities in the appearance of Aries. Black witches, who symbolize the forces of black magic, pose a serious threat. Aries may feel powerless in front of them. Without the help of other zodiac signs, such as Aquarius or Scorpio, Aries may find it difficult to stand up to them. Aquarius, with its intuition, can provide Aries with the support they need to fight black magic. Scorpio, with its deep knowledge of mysticism and psychology, can also help Aries unravel the mysteries and neutralize the negative effects of black witches. Together with them, Aries can learn to better understand and control their emotions, which is also important in countering the magic of black forces. The magical power of Aries remains a mystery in the modern world. Unlike the days of Nostradamus, where astrology and magic permeated life, today this topic remains understudied and underappreciated. Nevertheless, despite the lack of scientific research, the influence of the Aries continues to be relevant and has an impact on every individual. One of the observed aspects of this influence is its effect on demon-possessed individuals. Aries, as representatives of the element of fire, have incredible energy and passion. Their straightforward and uncompromising character can reveal and emphasize negative traits in people who are prone to uncontrolled outbursts of anger and aggression. Here is a generalized example of exposing demons in a person. Let's imagine a situation where Aries comes into conflict with a person who initially seems calm and restrained. Under the pressure of Aries, this person may show his hidden aggressive traits, burst into anger, and lose control over himself, which may look like a demonstration of his demonic side. Thus, Aries' influence on others includes the ability to identify and emphasize aspects of personality that might remain hidden without their influence. This makes Aries not only enigmatic, but also important figures in the fields of astrology and psychology in the modern world. Let's look at a generalized example, a study that will allow us to understand how an Aries woman can detect in another woman the aura or essence of a witch. Imagine a situation. An Aries woman, characterized by her directness and intuition, meets another woman at a social event. At first glance, this woman may seem ordinary and calm. However, Aries, possessing directness and the ability to see behind the outer mask, begins to notice certain signs that indicate a possible witch essence. One of these signs may be the mysteriousness of the look hidden in the eyes of a woman. Aries woman, as an observant personality, is able to notice that the eyes of the interlocutor carry something unusual, unkind, or intriguing. They can give off a strange hotness or insight that Aries intuitively recognizes. Another indicator can be her facial expressions and gestures. Aries, sensitive to nonverbal cues, notices when a woman seems to be diligently hiding her true intentions and emotions, yet her face and gestures betray a certain mystery and elusiveness. In addition, Aries may feel something strange in the energy of a suspicious person. It may be some obsessive feeling of discontent or even resentment, which the woman radiates but tries to hide. Aries, as an emotionally sensitive sign, will sense this and appreciate it as something unusual. This indicates a high probability that this is a witch doctor. But to expose to the end makes sense only in the case of a threat of activity on the part of a female witch. So, the Aries woman, thanks to her observation, directness, and intuition, can detect in another woman signs that suggest her witch essence. Let's look at the concept of universal karma, which plays an important role in astrology and psychology. This idea suggests that our actions and intentions affect our future and what happens in our lives. In this context, when it comes to the sign of Aries, we can notice an interesting phenomenon. Aries tend not to recognize grudges as a rule. This is due to their honor and pride, which do not allow them to carry a grudge on their soul for a long time. Aries tend to be forthright and open, and they often choose the path of confrontation over long-held grudges and lingering resentments. In the context of universal karma, this means that those who try to harm or offend an Aries may face some type of retribution. There is no room for magic spells or black magic here, but rather a manifestation of the laws of karma and energetic interactions. Aries can mediate the manifestation of this universal karma by bringing honesty, fairness, and honest conflict resolution to the table. Unless there is overt treachery and deceit, Aries will often act with their heads held high in spite of difficulties and find ways to overcome challenges based on their strength and confidence. Thus, the concept of universal karma and Aries character traits interact to create an interesting paradox. They do not take offense, yet they can facilitate the onset of retribution for those who violate their honesty and fairness. Let's discuss the aspect of Aries' interactions with people who seek to use them in financial scams. There are many crooks and dishonest individuals in the world, and Aries, thanks to their ability to see through people, know how to detect their true intentions. Aries, as a zodiac sign, is characterized by directness and spontaneity. This means that he rarely succumbs to disguise and deception. When Aries interacts with those who have hidden intentions and a desire to deceive, they are able to see through external deceptive masks and recognize evil and deceit. Toxic individuals who try to use Aries to achieve their financial goals face strong resistance. Aries not only expose their intrigues, but also stand up for their interests and justice. They can be extremely determined in dealing with scammers and dishonest deals. Let's talk about loyalty and friendliness, which are inherent in Aries from ancient times, when friendship and social ties had a completely different character and meaning. These qualities, which remain unchanged through the ages, may have deep roots and influence their relationships in today's society. Aries are known for their loyalty to loved ones and friends. In ancient times, when human interaction was an important factor in survival, they were true defenders of their tribe and allies in the fight for common interests. This created in them a strong sense of friendship and loyalty that they continue to display in modern times. However, it is important to note that Aries can sometimes pretend to forgive betrayal. Their silence and inner confidence may give the impression that they are not resentful, but this may only be a mask to temporarily mitigate the conflict. In reality, Aries can feel deep hurt and disappointment, and their silent response can be a slow-motion maneuver as they thoughtfully analyze the situation and decide how to proceed. Thus, Aries' loyalty and friendliness have their roots in ancient times, and these character traits continue to be important aspects of their personality. Their ability to forgive and pretend not to take offense may create an illusion, but there may be a lot of emotions and thoughts simmering inside of them waiting to come out. In conclusion, let's summarize the magical power that envelops Aries and how Nostradamus, the great astrologer and soothsayer, was able to decipher and calculate the mystery of this zodiac sign. Aries, as a fire sign, has a special energy and passion that can have an effect on those around them. Nostradamus, who gathered the knowledge of astrology and mysticism of his time, noticed that Aries had the ability to detect and neutralize negative energies such as demons and black witches. He solved this mystery by enriching his astrological experience and knowledge of the magical aspects of Aries. The magical power of Aries, although it remains understudied in the modern world, continues to influence every human being. Its effects are seen in various aspects of life, including detecting toxic personalities, fighting fraudsters, and even vigorously defending honesty and justice. Thus, Aries remain enigmatic and important figures in the world of astrology and magic. Their magical power, which Nostradamus was able to decipher, continues to inspire and be studied, revealing its secrets and impact on modern society. Well, that concludes our magical issue for today. I wish you inspiration and passion, so that you reach your goals with ease and overcome all difficulties on your way. May your energy always be directed towards goodness and justice. Thank you for your support and interest in astrology and psychology. I will be glad to see your comments and likes. Share your thoughts and impressions. Your participation makes our discussions more interesting and enriches our interactions. May the stars always favor you, and may life bring you joy and satisfaction. Good luck and prosperity to all.